Welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Nilaus and we are back here with the second episode of our beautiful new achievement run. What you see here is 3 achievements popping up. For some reason, achievements were not being tracked in the first episode, so these are the ones we got in the first episode. You saw the ones that popped up with automation and wind power and that kind of thing. Those are actually not achievements, they are milestones. You can see here, this is super cool. I don't know what it is, but it's super cool. Thank you, thermal power. That's going to be exactly what we're going to be working on first in this episode. Here we have milestones that sort of on the progress of, I guess this is something we feed into Center Brain. I don't know what it is. It's cool. I like the idea of milestones that are not achievements, so we can see how we get little pop-ups during our play. Awesome. But these are the achievements. We got the first 3. We'll get a few more by coincidence this episode for sure. Let's check these out. Let's start with what I want to do first in this episode. Well, first I want to say thank you everyone for following and liking and subscribing and all that good stuff and commenting on the first episode. I'm overwhelmed by the support and interest in this, so this is why we're going to be cranking on with it, just to get as much as possible here, and hopefully you will enjoy the ride as much as I am. I'm so happy I'm back with this game. That is super amazing. Let's start making a plan for this episode so that we have a plan. The first thing we want to do is make power, because we do not have enough power here. Let's have a look at the actual power situation. Yeah, it's not great. So we definitely need more power in this space, and that will be the first challenge that we need to do. We can't really live off of these alone, so that will be something we need to do. Oh, and here, this is super important. I think this one has to be changed to thermal power, because now we got thermal power. There, so that one we'll get. Thank you for the copy paste. That's not what we want. We also want all of these. And the science will just continue, just slowly, but it will continue. So the first thing we want to do is make some graphite, because graphite is going to need so that we can charge faster, and it's also going to be needed for for the power plant. So we're going to build a big thermal power plant, and the first thing we want to do is build here. Now I want to fit things in around this area. That means I'm going to set some power here. I'm going to set that one probably here. Thank you. Ooh, 1 construction drone. That is a massive improvement in our production speed. Let's take a look at this. This is going to be really tricky, so I want to get there as fast, as close as possible. Okay, so I can do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 space between. Let's see if we can do this. There. And then I'm going to have inbound belt, and another inbound belt, and then another. Yeah, please work. It's a bit too close, isn't it? It's gonna be right on this line here. I can't remember that if that's working or not working. Let me try. It's pretty obvious that it should be moved in. Okay, moving it 1 down. We got an achievement! Look at that, low energy. That's 1 achievement. While I was working on this is a depressing achievement to get, but it's almost impossible not to get it. If you're not getting it, then you're not really trying to win this game. So what I've done here is this is having Icarus below 5% energy for more than 3 minutes. Yeah, well, that's kind of hard to avoid. What I'm going to do here is I've just put in the miners because they are kind of boring to put in. We are going to put some miners in here, or get some of this. That should be good. And that will get started on pretty much everything. And you can see here that things are turning yellow very quickly. Let's make sure that we get the last bits here in as well. And please do that. It cannot be done that. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. It needs to be 1 up, but that's not a possibility. I'm going to build that here. I'm going to build that here, and I can then take. And let's get all of this done. And what I'm going to do here is build some power lines, obviously. And let's go put some power lines here. That should give us all we need. And then I will need to get the actual recipes. This recipe, oh, hold on. I'm also handcrafting these so I get them in here. The actual recipe will be for graphite. There. And copy, paste. And then I will be making inbound and inbound. And then I can take copy. I love that function. Man, I love it. Oh, I should have waited until these here were done. Oh, I can't even fit through there anymore. Let's get these. There we go. And that's one. Okay, so almost, right? These ones just need to be done. That gets done, and that gets done. So we have now, hopefully, very soon, we get all we want here. And we are now getting a lot of nice graphite that we can then use, and I can put into my charging here. What I'm going to do research-wise is switch back to this research, get that in, take some of the other things out, and this one is going to be using inventory items that I should be having all of those inventory items. At least I can get them pretty quickly. Here, I'll just start picking this one up so that we can start building it. This will go all the way up. With this build done, it's time to start the next part. The next part will be building some of these. Here we go. 42, I'm going to need, well, let me just take all of them. I don't need as much. So here is the trick part. We can actually take, you can get the long or the short version of it. The short version is, this one can feed 15 thermal power plants. Yep. And or the long one is that the way you do it is you take whatever you have here. This is the how much energy, 6.75 megajoule. You multiply it by the belt speed, in this case 6 per second, so you get 40.5 megajoule per second. Megajoule per second is also the unit called watt, which is the energy production unit. So we are actually able to produce on the belt or transport on the belt. Hey, we got that one. On the belt we can get 40.5 megawatt of energy, and that's all we can sort of get in there. And if I look at this part, this has a 80% utilization, which means that I can only at maximum get 80% of the power that I put in, get that out. So with that, it means that I'm going to get 32.4 megawatt of power out of a power plant that is using this. So that's pretty simple. I hope that makes sense. But you can use that for any power plant of any size. I'm going to build this, and we'll just do a little design of this. This is going to inbound, 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 and then we're going to build this. I'm going to take the outer one because this is going to be where it's slimmer, and I'm going to take that here, and this one, and then of course ghost on ghost doesn't work, so I'll have to do these there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side as well. Let's just do a blueprint, because that's probably the easiest way to do it. Use now, put the blueprint there. And I will then get the power line is going the other way. Yeah. And then I can take them from these locations. That's one inbound, and the other one goes inbound here. Let's get some additional speed outbound. That was incorrect. Out, 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 out. Once that's done. And then I can do all this. So let me complete this, and then we should be ready to go. Now we have the power plants coming in, thermal power and small factory are just popping up right at the same time, this milestone. And the small factory as well, 20 megawatt of power. That is indeed a small factory. But what we've just done is we've made it go from just a few wind turbines here and there, and then added 64.8 megawatt of power to our factory that will continuously run as long as there's coal here. And there's a buffer on these as well, and I can even do a bigger buffer if I feel so inclined. There we go. So we now have just breathed a sigh of relief about our power, or lack thereof. Well, we have power. Next we should look at steel. Steel is all the way over here, right? Yeah. So let's maybe focus on... Well, we do have glass, right? We can do glass. Yes. So let's do glass first. And luckily we have a location up here. Oh, we are going to... That's not research. I know I have a location up here, and we're going to be flying for a very short time, but we're going to be flying. So that is our coal that we don't need for anything. This is coal veins. Coal veins. I should be coming up here. There's some iron. This will become our steel, and there is some coal that will become our... I was about to say concrete, but glass indeed. And so these two will be dragged all the way over the horizon when we get around to it. This means I probably should have brought some power up here first. Oops. Well, let's start by placing something here, and then start building it. Alright, so I put some miners down here, it's miners down here. That takes a bit of the time just to lay the belts, and we can then start on actual design work. So what we need to do is we just need to figure out what I can do. This one can only get 2 belts of 6, not much, but it is what it is, unfortunately. And I can do some glass. Glass is 2 per 2 seconds, so it's 1 per second. So it's going to be like pretty much the same build as the graphite. So it's going to be super simple like this, and on the other side it's going to be the same. I will get a build. Yeah, I was kind of thinking if I needed to do anything in terms of sort of getting it closer, but we are not really in a shortage of space right here. And then output, let's do that one here. Get it into a box, and we'll get a few things here. So this will be the input box and universe exploration matrix 2. That means we can now look at anything we have on the planet to see how much we have. It looks like a lot, but each of these veins are very, very weak. So that's going to be a massive problem for us. That goes in here, and that goes in here. And then once I have put all of this, I can start. They're of course not going to be built just yet. This can be done, yeah. And this can be done, yeah. So now we have all of that done. All we need, and I also brought all my power lines in here. Is that connected? Nope. Really? It's not connected. Well, that one, and then it'll connect to here. I'm pretty sure. Ta-da! It was connected. So we should see our glass coming in. Glass is needed for a few things. Let's just have a look at it. We don't even have, we're going to be this one. This needs glass. And also some of the later things that we will be adding to our queue. This will be the next one. Yep. I'm just checking if this is super good to have in terms of just upgrade. And basic chemistry is also a good one, but plasma refining is a good one as well. Then we get the chemistry. Those are the things that we need to build here. Trim, nope, that's not it. Semiconductor, that's not it yet. So we'll retain the stuff that we know we need. And I'll build in here. And I don't think I will build anything more. We'll build the outbound when we need the outbound. Let's go over and build the steel. That should also be a nice little design. Pretty simple. And we can just build that as well here. Again, it's only 223,000 I can use here, so it'll run out pretty quickly. But until it runs out, it's gonna get us something. So here is the first one we want to do, and that's gonna be the other one here. And you know, it's almost like I've built these things before. And the outbound starts here and goes out. And then let's build the inputs and outputs here. Oh, really? I don't even need to build this in between. Sorry. And we got steel smelting just in time. Whoops, that was definitely not the item I was looking for, or the tool I was looking for. In, and in. And I am aware that it's actually not fast enough here. This one is 0.75, and it will be producing at 1.0. So I am aware that until I get any kind of upgrade, then this one will be slacking just a bit. Yeah. That is honestly something I will just have to deal with it. It's not really something that will be crafted at super high speeds at this point. So this will be just fine until they get either one stacking or we get some other things. Let's see, there, and there. Now that's done, and we get some power in here. Once these two are done, and electromagnetic drive, that is a super important one in order for us to get another research. There is one research somewhere in here that we need this for. That's an upgrade research. That's this one, mechanical frame. I'll put it on the queue, but it's not really great to put it on the queue generally. Let's go in here. All right, I'm pretty happy about this progress here. 1, 2, 3. So we have these two now. They will just be allowed to stack up and just be here. We're gonna go back and start working on the next thing. What will be the next thing? Well, the next thing is actually going to be replacing or taking this output, taking the blue circuit output and then making a dedicated location. So let's find a dedicated location. The thing is, it's super simple because what I actually need to do is just, oops, we have it already. We have this thing here. Zoom, damn you. It's not really working. There we go. This part here is entirely what I want, and it needs just a bit of copper and just a bit a line of iron. So this is a copy paste, and once I copy paste it, it should be pretty simple to get it inbound. Here is another brilliant thing that we're super happy about. Can I do any of these? Yes, we can do 4 of these. They will be very handy for our refueling. Let's go here, and the last one should be coming in. Look at my power, it's already done. I'm picking them up and going away, going somewhere else. And we are flying. All right, so where do we want to build this? I have a plan, and the plan I think is over here. Look at that. I have a mediocre 19,000 and a mediocre 24,000. That should be something, I guess. I can also just take that one if I need it, or this one here. But this part seems like a good place to build our little design. So I'm gonna do here, and I'm just showing you how easy it is when we can find our base, and then we can do a copy paste of what we've already built once. And I guess this is it. That's it. Use now. Go up to somewhere around where I am, and copper is, I can just build it. It's getting very close to that one, which I don't want. I'm just trying to figure out where I could build it. This way. I'm gonna need it to go down. I really want to build it like this, but it's in the way for that. So I'm gonna build it here. That's probably fine. The number of facilities are limited. 153. You kidding me? Then let's take these 3 out. I can probably deal with that without having the blueprint up, sure. Good. Stamp it down. Get it done. So we need to remove a lot of this part, and just basically just take all of this out, and then just already removing some of these initial things. Logistics system. Yay, we got that. And we got a lot of iron and copper here. So let's... oh, nope. As expected. There. This is very low copper and very low iron, but we are going to get as much as we can out of this. So I only need 6 per second. So I'm going to take this. This is actually enough. And as we've been used to, let's see. Where do we want it? We want this to be over on that side. And then go up. And then go down. Go into here. This goes out. And the iron part comes in as well. That goes here. This one is more research. Let's get... this is really not a lot. I can take all 6 here, and I can take all 6 from the other side as well. There. That's again enough, but only barely. It might be a bit... I don't think I would do this if I wasn't running on the research constraint. Then I might just ignore this. But you know, it's all gotta have its place here. That one is good, and that one is good. So this will be done. Let's build this one I can build it while I design for it, the rest of it. And what? Oh no, I know what I forgot. I forgot to take some of the glass I built, because that glass is going to be super helpful in order to build the stuff we need, because we are going to need over on this side. We're going to build some of these, and it's more glass that we're missing. Let's get some glass here and there. And then build this. I think we can still design it, can we? Whoops, inventory full, really? Take this in and this one in, good. And let's get at least one of these inbound. Get rid of this, get rid of this, good. And more glass. And pick up here. Well, I can do the glass here. And what I need to do, this will come in at about 2 per second. So I'm going to build something here. We are actually going to need quite a few of these. And again, maybe I'll just build it and then let's see. So let's see which ones are the outbound. This is going to be copper outbound, which is completely irrelevant. And this will go straight ahead. And then the other one will go and then go down as far as we can get it. And I will then get my blueprints here. I'd like to build it on this side, but I don't think I can. I can build it here, and I can build the other one. That's not great. That is not great. Oh, wow, this is not working very well. I am so constrained by this. Okay, I'm gonna find another way to do this. That's 1. And that's 2. Then I can build it. That's good, and this is good. Hey, we're getting the next parts. There. That's what we need, and then I need way more. So this will build blue, and you know what? They're actually only going to build blue, because I just need the blue out here, and then in a box as well, as always. There. This is going to go way too long, unfortunately. This episode, I don't like it. Well, I do like it. But I do have some things that I wanted to get. Let's cut this up. Here. Research. 1, 2. More, 2 more. Perfect. And outbound. And of course we need the power lines that we took out earlier. Ah, this one is missing. If this one was just being built, then it would be all good and the whole thing would be starting to work. There's something broken over there that's really weird. Do we still have... Yeah, we still have a tiny bit of coal, or the good coal left. That is just a random one that decided not to work. This is good, this is good, this is good. Everything works, except that... Oh right, the iron comes in here, and then this one should be working. It is. We're getting stuff out, and we're getting all of the blue science we need. That will be perfect, because when we have the blue science, that means we can then go... We can now strip the other part. We can strip the hub and then make it extended, and that's the whole point of this entire episode. So, with a bit of rush, we are going to go over here. I'm just going to take that. So at this point we are now ready to extend our hub. What do we have? I have brought in the glass and the steel over here, so they are ready. They are coming from up here. We are working on pretty much one of the last upgrades that are blue science only, and it is time for us to take something out. What I'm going to take out is this one. This is a weird change that I'm always doing, and I really like this way of doing it. So I need to also take this one out. And from here on, now I need to go into my blueprint and then go to early game hub again. And then, nope, it's actually one back, and it's one more back, and it's mid-hub expansion. First, this builder sorter hack. Rotate, rotate. And it means that I can do right there. What happens now is that this becomes, we just saw that, and this is a hack. This is something that's going to be for a bit of time, but not forever. Yeah, we are now going to make electric motors here. These electric motors will be going on this belt in here. And the electric motors will now go into that one, where it'll make the tier 3. This is only working once we have the electromagnetic turbines. I don't have that yet, so that's not really worthwhile. What I can do is do... Thank you for that. I can do upgrade for this one because it's very slow. Instead of this now, I will take this one out here and then instead make it here. That one. And I will make here. So what happens now is actually that I am going to start transitioning out of using the sorters Mark 1 and only use sorters Mark 2. Instead, what we can also see here is that one can then be upgraded, and then I should be okay. We're now already starting to get some here. And I will now do the extension. Let me just go through and see if I need anything. Oh yeah, we do need a full stack of that. That's good. Inserters, sorters is what it's called. There. They are coming in pretty quick. So the first thing we want to do now that we got the research is we want to take this out. Oh, hello, blue science cubes. I guess you are on the ground now. Yeah, I might have overdone a bit on the research here. There's definitely some things I don't want. There. Alright, but the thing is, I'll trim this one down. Yeah, they're gonna be happy here for sure. I could take this one in here because why not? And what we need to do, I go in here. I do my mid-hub extension. Mid-hub extension, we already used the first one. And then I have 2 extensions. This is for much later, but not right now. So, rotate, rotate. And again, remember, all my blueprints are available in my in a link in the description. So, rummage through the description, and there's a link to all the blueprints. This one goes in here. And I will get the next one. Mid-hub extension, and that one. Rotate, rotate. Ah, that looks weird, doesn't it? That looks really weird. Oh dear. Did I get the right one? No, I did not get the right one. It's this one I needed. Rotate, rotate. There we go. Everyone's happy. There we go. Okay. So what I'm getting is I want glass on the inner one. That's why I built it like this. I can see that I'm actually getting dangerously close. This is extremely close to being a problem. Yeah. So let's build it. So what is actually happening then out? Now you can see here what is being built additionally. I will go over here. If I can take some, I can't take glass in because I don't have any glass. But I'm making a tiny location here that makes prisms. Prisms go into the plasma exciters. I don't have any of those, do I? No, I don't. And plasma exciters will go out to this belt. They will be going into several different things over on that belt as well. So let's go over here and make sure that we get the glass inbound. I want to follow the glass inbound. So let's get the glass inbound. This was the whole purpose of the entire build, but as you can see, we couldn't build this. There's no point in building this until I had the glass and the steel done. Mineral field depleted. Another achievement completed. Awesome. That's just, we'll get that one automatically. What we will do then, litter. Is my inventory getting better? No, not really. Can I pick up some of the litter? Yeah, I can. Still 3 litter. 2 litter. There, no litter, no more litter here. And you can see this one is marked as glass. And the glass is now coming in. Going all the way to the end. And it starts making the the matrix labs. And it's also going in here to make the prisms. Not fast for sure. Definitely not fast. I could do an upgrade of it, but again, in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. This one just goes in, builds, and moves out. It puts a few plasma exciters out here. Plasma exciters are used for these amazing wireless power tower. They are used for here for our oil extractor, which will be the next thing we want to do because it all ties together. I can't get oil, or I can't get red science until I get oil. I can't get oil until I get the production of oil, and I can't get the production of oil until I have steel and glass done. So that's why we did steel and glass in this episode. It's all good. This one will be for storage, the storage container 2. And once that's done, then we can now have everything up here. We'd like to see everything being built. And there. You can also see that we just leached a bit of the blue science here at the end. And that blue science was pretty much enough to get everything done. So everything was tied together. First we got power so we can expand. We used that the additional power to expand. We use that to get some steel and glass. Then we use the steel and glass. We had to remove the blue circuit build, so we built our blue cube build. So we built a blue cube build another workplace, and it's dedicated. That's going to be lasting for a long time. And then we can then finally at the end expand our hub so that we now have all of these more advanced stuff coming in, like liquid storage. And you're also coming in. Of course, you're not really getting anything because all of it is going in here. This is just a waiting game to get that done. Once that's done, we are getting all of these things, and then we can start on oil, which will be the next part. And when you get oil, it opens up red science, and red science opens up many more things. That is how the sequence works. I hope that you are enjoying this wonderful journey through the wondrous world of Dyson Sphere Program. I am enjoying it so much, and I hope you are enjoying it as well. Maybe you can use the blueprints, maybe you can get inspired by my builds, or sort of the pacing and the size of things, because I think that's some of the things that are always difficult for people getting started with these kind of games. How big do you need to build things to get started? Either you overdo it and get and just get stuck on just building something trivial, way too big, or you build it too small and then you don't have enough. So hopefully it's useful. If it is, hit the like button, of course. And if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing so you keep up with all the cool Dyson Sphere Program content that's coming along. I hope to see you in the next episode, because I am going to churn these out over the next couple of days so we get into a good rhythm in the upcoming weeks. I will be delivering 3 episodes a week for now, and maybe later on it'll be only 2 episodes a week. But for now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.